That $500,000 new construction home, it's not the price that'll surprise you, it's the fees that come after it. MUDs, PIDs, WCIDs, and HOAs. They sound like alphabet soup, but you can quietly add hundreds of dollars a month to your payment. Let's decode what they actually mean and how to make sure you're not paying for more than you get. When most people start shopping for a new home, they think about price, interest rate, and property taxes. But here in the Austin suburbs, there's a second layer of cost built right into your property. And if you don't understand them, you could be paying hundreds more each month without realizing why. Today we're breaking down the 4 big ones you'll see most often. That's MUDs, PIDs, WCIDs, and HOAs. Don't worry, by the end you'll know exactly what each one does and which questions to ask so you're not blindsided at closing. Let's start with a MUD, short for Municipal Utility District. When you buy in a brand new neighborhood, someone has to pay for all that underground infrastructure, water lines, sewer systems, roads, street lights, sometimes even parks and pools. The builder doesn't want to pay for it all up front, so they create what's called a MUD. Think of it like this. The MUD takes out a loan, usually through bonds, to build that infrastructure, and then homeowners pay it back through an extra property tax line item over about 25 to 30 years. So when you see a MUD rate of say 0.65% on your tax bill, that's your share of paying back those infrastructure bonds. The good news, once the bonds are paid off, the MUD tax eventually goes away. The not so good news, it can add hundreds of dollars to your monthly payment while it's active. In our area, MUD rates typically range from 0.45 to 0.95%. On a $400,000 home, that's roughly $150 to $320 extra dollars per month. So a MUD is basically your neighborhood student loan, except you're the one making the payments. By the way, I'm Alicia Wilson with eXp Realty, and I help people just like you figure out what all these extra costs really mean when you buy a new construction home in the Austin suburbs. Whether your move is in 10 days or 10 months, you can book a Zoom call with me, and I'll walk you through how to check which districts your future home is in before you buy. Now let's talk about PIDs, Public Improvement Districts. A PID is similar to a MUD, but here's the key difference. PIDs fund amenities and upgrades rather than basic infrastructure. We're talking about fancy entry monuments, upgraded landscaping, walking trails, maybe a clubhouse or community pool. Just like MUDs, the PID issues bonds to pay for those extras, and homeowners repay them through property taxes. The big advantage? PIDs usually have a defined end date, often 15 to 25 years. And once it's paid off, it disappears from your tax bill completely. MUDs can sometimes be extended or refinanced, but PIDs are more predictable. PID rates are typically lower than MUD rates, about 0.15 to 0.50% of your home's value. On that same $400,000 home, that's a $50 to $165 a month. So if a MUD pays for what's underground, a PID pays for what's pretty. But don't let the word pretty fool you. That extra tax still hits your escrow. So always ask your builder, what exactly is this PID funding and when does it end? If you're shopping in Travis County, especially places like Pflugerville or even Elgin, you might notice the term WCID instead of MUD on your tax statement. Here's the deal. A WCID is essentially the Travis County version of a MUD. WCID actually stands for Water Control and Improvement District. It does the same thing, funds infrastructure like water, sewer, drainage, and flood control, but it's organized under a different section of state law. Its main focus is water supply and drainage, though some WCIDs handle roads and utilities too. Just like MUDs, WCIDs get paid back through property taxes over 25 to 30 years. And their rates can vary wildly depending on how much infrastructure was needed. In Pflugerville's Lakeside Meadows, for example, WCID rates range from 0.45 to 0.96%. That's almost a $170 difference per month on a $400,000 home. So whether you see MUD or WCID on your paperwork, they're basically the same thing with different names. Always ask, what's the rate and which district is my specific lot in? Different letters, same bill. Think of it as the state's way of keeping lawyers and accountants busy. Now let's talk about HOAs, homeowners associations, because you'll find them in almost every new construction community. And when I say almost every, I'm not exaggerating. According to Realtor.com, more than 72% of home listings in the Austin metro area are part of an HOA, That's nearly double the national average. So if you're buying anywhere near Austin, there's a good chance you'll be paying some type of HOA fee every month. An HOA is basically a private organization that manages and maintains the common areas of your neighborhood. Think of it as your neighborhood's management company. When you buy a home in an HOA community, you're automatically a member and you pay monthly or quarterly dues to keep everything looking nice and running smoothly. So what do those fees actually cover? It depends on the community. Usually landscaping for entrances and common areas, maintaining pools and clubhouses, maybe organizing community events or handling trash pickup. In the Austin suburbs, HOA fees range dramatically. In Manor, as low as $50 a month in Caroline to around $237 a month in Round Rock in sections of Avery Center. And here's how Texas stacks up nationally. The median HOA fee around the US is about $135 a month, but in Texas, it's closer to $76. That sounds great until you realize Austin's master plan communities skew higher than the rest of the state because of their amenities. So while Texas overall looks affordable, the Austin suburbs are pulling that average up fast. Here's the key differences between HOA fees and MUDs or PIDs. HOA fees never go away. They're ongoing and typically increase 3 to 5% each year. And when you close on your home, you'll usually pay a one-time HOA transfer fee, anywhere from $700 to $1,400. So don't just look at the monthly number, ask what you're actually getting for it. Are you paying $237 a month for a pool, clubhouse, and a full-time lifestyle director? Or are you paying $50 for basic lawn maintenance? Make sure the value matches the cost. Think of your HOA as the neighborhood manager. They keep everything perfect, but they'll also email you if your trash can stays out too long. So let's connect the dots. A MUD or WCID builds your community, a PID makes it pretty, and your HOA keeps it running. Together, they can easily add hundreds of dollars to your monthly housing costs. That doesn't mean you should avoid these communities. Most new construction in the Austin area uses some combination of them. The key is understanding what you're paying for and how long you'll be paying it. So before you fall in love with that model home, ask 3 questions. Number 1, what districts does this property belong to? Number 2, what are the current rates? And number 3, when do those rates end? If you can answer those questions, you're already ahead of most buyers. Now, one quick but important reality check, especially if you're touring new construction. When you walk into that beautiful model home, the smiling person behind the desk, they're great at their job, but they work for the builder, not for you. Their goal is to sell that specific home at the best possible terms for the builder. That means the highest price they can get out of you. That's why having your own agent matters. You need someone who understands the fine print, knows how to read the district disclosures, and can spot the hidden fees before they hit your tax bill. Because negotiating a new construction deal isn't just about price, it's about incentives, upgrades, interest rate buydowns, and long-term costs that can save you thousands of dollars over time. My clients lean on me for exactly that, to make sure the dream home doesn't come with surprise line items later. It's not about pushing you toward a sale. It's about protecting your investment and your peace of mind, especially in a market where every community plays by different rules. And yes, the builder rep might offer you a cookie, but I'm the one who reads the fine print before you sign the contract that pays for it. Here's a quick no surprises checklist you can screenshot. Number 1, look up the property at taxdistrictinfo.org to confirm it's MUD, PID, or WCID. Number 2, ask your title company for the special district notice before signing. Number 3, review the bond schedule. Know if it's 10 years or 30. Number 4, check HOA financials for reserve fund health. Number 5, add a 10 to 15% buffer to your budget for tax and fee changes. Hidden costs aren't a reason to avoid new construction, they're a reason to go in informed. If you're planning a move to the Austin suburbs and want a simple, data-driven breakdown of how MUDs, PIDs, WCIDs, and HOAs affect your payment, book a Zoom call with me. We'll pull up your community and go through the numbers line by line, because surprises belong at housewarmings, not at closings.